Welcome to GC Reddy Technologies. Selenium online training with project by me, GC Reddy. Selenium online training by GC Reddy. See, I think all of you know, Selenium is used to automate the functional testing process of web applications, browser-based applications. Next, Selenium is not an all-inclusive test tool like UFT and RFT. For example, Unified Functional Testing from Micro Focus, Rational Functional Tester from IBM. They are commercial tools, all-inclusive test tools. If you install UFT, you no need to install. You need not install VB script engine separately, MS Access engine, database engine separately. But Selenium is not an all-inclusive test tool. We need to configure the required components. So it requires some third-party plugins and frameworks in order to broaden the scope of testing. See, conclusion. If it is a commercial tool like UFT or RFT, etc., we no need to install. We need not install any other component or framework. All are built in with the test tool, whether it is UFT or RFT. If it is Selenium, Selenium is not an all-inclusive test tool. So we need to install some third-party plugins and frameworks in order to broaden the scope of testing. What are those third-party frameworks and plugins? I will explain. Selenium supports Java, Python, C#, Ruby, JavaScript, and Kotlin programming languages for writing test cases or test scripts. Here, official term is test case. Okay. We can use any one of those languages to write test cases. We need not to use all programming languages or more than one programming language at a time. We can use any one of those languages to write test cases. Say in this training program, we are using Java programming and TestNG testing framework with Selenium. Why Java? See, nearly 75% market share is Java. Java with Selenium with Java. Next, Selenium with Python, Selenium with C#. Remaining combinations having 25% market share. Selenium with Java nearly 75% market share. Okay. Next, prerequisites to learn Selenium test tool. Software testing fundamentals. Say, software testing can be done in two ways. One is traditional manual testing. Another is automated testing or test automation. Ours is automated testing, okay, using Selenium tool. Automation testing using UFT, automation testing using RFT, automation testing using JMeter, that is performance automation, automated testing using FPM, that is mobile test automation. Okay, ours is automated testing. But software testing can be done in two ways. One is manual testing, another is automated testing. See, we need to familiar with software testing fundamentals. It provides, means software testing fundamentals provide terminology of software testing, processes of software testing, next documentation of software testing, test plan, test case, test data, defect report, test summary report, test metric reports, etc. So in order to get the software testing terminology, process, and documentation, we need to familiar with software testing fundamentals. For example, software development lifecycle, phases of software development lifecycle. Why software development lifecycle for testing? Software testing is an integral part of software development. So we need to familiar with software development lifecycle. Okay, phases of know about Phases of software development life cycle. Next, software test levels. Unit testing, integration testing, system testing, and acceptance testing. But focus more on system testing. Next, software test design techniques. Before that, software test levels, functional testing, non-functional testing, etc. Next, software test design techniques, static test design techniques, dynamic test design techniques. Here, be familiar with the black box test design techniques, equivalent classes or equivalent partitioning, boundary value analysis, decision table testing, state transition testing, and use case testing, etc. Next, heart of the software testing, software testing life cycle, or you can say software testing process, software test process. Test planning, first requirements analysis, next phase test planning, test design and development, test environment setup, test execution, and test closure. Okay. Next, familiar with some type of documentation. What is RTM, requirements traceability matrix? What is test plan? Next, test case, test data, defect report, test matrix report, test summary report, etc. Next, programming fundamentals. Say, for manual testing, no programming knowledge required. No programming knowledge is required. Why? In manual testing, understanding requirements, understanding and analyzing requirements. Next, deriving test scenarios, documenting test cases, executing test cases, finding defects, reporting defects. Next, confirmation testing, closing defects. See here, thinking, reasoning, documentation, and reporting, no programming. But in automated testing, especially in functional automated testing, for performance automated testing and other type of automation, programming knowledge may be less, but programming knowledge may not require, more programming knowledge may not require. But for functional test automation, programming knowledge is mandatory. Suppose EFT tool uses VB script, RFT uses Java or .NET. Next, for example, Selenium uses Java, Python, C#, Ruby, next JavaScript, Kotlin, etc. Only in these 6: Java, Python, Ruby, JavaScript, next Kotlin, Java, Python, C#, Ruby, JavaScript, and Kotlin. Next, suppose if it is mobile testing, Appium tool uses Java, Python, etc. languages. So for automated testing, especially for functional testing, functional automated testing, programming knowledge is mandatory. Why? We use programming syntax for writing our automated test scripts or test cases. We use programming variables and data types for storing different types of data in our test cases. We use programming functions or methods for creating reusable components or reusable functions for our test cases. We use programming control flow, especially loop statements, for repetitive execution, code repetitive execution, for example, data-driven testing. Next, we use programming exception handling code or exception handling mechanism for handling runtime errors in our test cases. So, programming knowledge is mandatory for automated testing. Anyhow, in this training program, I, GC Reddy, I will explain the programming concepts, Java programming concepts from scratch you no need to, you need not to worry about that one. But if you know what is variable, what is operator, what is data type, what is control flow statement, what is means, what is decision making, what is loop, what is branching, what is method, etc., then it is very easy to cope up the program. Otherwise, no issue. I will teach the programming concepts, Java programming concepts from scratch. Next, web technologies. Our Selenium is for automating web applications. It doesn't support desktop applications. For example, UFT formerly Qtp supports both desktop applications and web applications, but our Selenium supports only web applications. No problem. Nowadays, most of the applications, nearly 85% of computer software applications are web applications. In this web technologies, familiar with HTML, hypertext markup language, what is tag, what is element, what is selector, etc. concepts. Next, cascading style sheets, XPath, XML, DOM, and JavaScript. Little bit knowledge. Next, components of Selenium test environment in our Selenium training. See, in this Selenium training, we are going to use Eclipse IDE for writing Selenium test cases, Java for programming, Selenium WebDriver as test tool. It is for locating or recognizing or identifying web elements and performing the actions on web elements. For example, click Gmail link in Google homepage. Here, link is element, click is the action on the element. Selenium, our Selenium has to identify the link first, then it has to click on that. Okay. Next, TestNG testing framework. Next, Maven for creating or configuring test environment and maintenance of test environment. Next, extent reports. This plugin for enhancing test results. Okay, modules of our Selenium training program. Java for Selenium. Next, Selenium WebDriver. I will explain one by one. First module, Java for Selenium. Next, Selenium WebDriver. Next, TestNG testing framework for Selenium. Next, automation framework, hybrid framework. Next one, sample project. Next, about Selenium certification. See, nowadays, so many training centers are promoting the certification programs. Actually, it is illegal. See, Selenium official website, selenium.dev says there is no officially recognized Selenium certification available. And the project developers strongly believe that certification is of no real benefit to individuals or the industry. We have not authorized anyone to offer official Selenium certification, and anyone who claims to offer it is misusing the Selenium project trademark. So learn Selenium, practice the Selenium, and work with the Selenium. No Selenium certification. In interviews also, you can explain like this. According to official website of Selenium, selenium.dev, no recognized certification. Go to this site, here support, what it is saying. See, there is no officially recognized Selenium certification available. So you no need to focus on Selenium certification. It is fake. Next, Selenium training syllabus. I've already told we have 5 modules in this training program. First module, Java programming for Selenium. Say Java, we have 3 or 4 editions of Java programming. One is Java Standard Edition. that is official term. Java Standard Edition, or you can say Core Java, that is public term, but that is not official term. Java Standard Edition or Core Java, Java Enterprise Edition or Advanced Java. Next, Java Micro Edition for small devices like mobiles. Okay. For our automated testing with Selenium, Advanced Java is not required. Java Micro Edition is not required. Java Standard Edition or Core Java is enough. See, Java Advanced Java means core plus advanced. Java Micro Edition means core plus micro edition. So core, it is required for all editions. For our automated testing also, Core Java or Java Standard Edition is enough. Okay, in this Core Java, we have two types of concepts. One is functional concepts, another is UI design concepts. For example, AWT, Swing, nowadays JavaFX, etc. We are not going to design UI. UI means user interface. We are not going to design edit boxes, check boxes, radio buttons, images, etc. We are not going to design user interface with programming. We are going to develop test cases. So functional development. We need to familiar with introduction to Java, overview of Java. These are theoretical concepts. Next, come with focus from Java environment setup. Say, in order to write and execute Java programs, then Java environment is required. First, focus on Java. In our training program, we first focus on Java environment setup. Next, Java keywords and identifiers. Identifiers means variable names, variables, methods, classes, functions. I mean, so functions in object-oriented programming, no function concept, only methods. Okay, variables, methods, classes, objects, etc. Okay, Java keywords and identifiers. Next, we will focus on Java basic syntax. Next, Java program structure. Next, Java modifiers, access modifiers and non-access modifiers. Next, writing comments. Say in computer programming, we have two types of concepts. One is rules, another is standards. Suppose declaring variables in Java programming is mandatory. That is a rule. Next, in Java programming, every statement should end with, every individual statement should end with semicolon. That is rule, syntax rule. Otherwise, it will show error. Next, writing meaningful comments. That is standard. If you don't write meaningful comments, then no issue. But our code is not readable. Next, Java data types, variables, operators, Java decision making, or control. What is that one? Conditional statements, loop statements, branching, Java strings, Java arrays, array list. Arrays is static data structure. Array list is dynamic data structure. Reading, user input, file handling, predefined and predefined or built-in user defined methods, Java constructor, exception handling. Next, Java object oriented programming. Next, in Selenium WebDriver, this is core component in our training program, core module. Introduction to Selenium WebDriver, it is theory. Next, Selenium environment setup. Next, web elements, and web elements are HTML elements, and the actions on web elements. Edit box, entering a value. Check box, check or uncheck. Radio button, select an option. Next, link, click. Link, click. Next, button, click, like inspecting elements, using browser built-in developer tools, locating elements, actions on web elements using Selenium WebDriver methods, handling web or HTML elements, writing Selenium test cases, next cross-browser testing, data-driven testing, see cross-browser testing, testing using various browsers. Next, data-driven testing, testing a functionality with multiple sets of test data. Batch testing, testing or executing series of test cases. Next, page object model for creating object repositories. Next, TestNG testing framework for Selenium. This is software. Actually, TestNG is a unit test framework for Java projects. We use TestNG as testing framework for our Selenium. Here, creating test batches, prioritizing test cases, next, executing test batches, creating, what is that one? Result reports, generating results. I didn't mention that one. Generating test results. That is the main important. Why Selenium WebDriver, our Selenium doesn't have built-in result report facility. Using TestNG, we can generate test results. Say, advantage of this testing framework integration with Selenium is creating test batches, prioritizing test cases, grouping test cases, executing test batches, and generating detailed test reports. Okay. Next, Selenium automation framework. It is third-party framework. TestNG framework is different. Automation framework is different. Suppose keyword-driven framework, hybrid framework. These are testing. This Selenium automation framework is not software. It is methodology, or you can say process. But TestNG is software. Okay. Here in this training program, we use hybrid framework. It is not software, methodology, or you can say process. Okay, selection of automation framework, hybrid framework, Maven integration, next test environment setup, framework folder structure, creating folder structure for storing and organizing automation resources, creating object repositories, creating reusable functions, creating utilities, means driver script, etc. Next, creating test cases, collecting and storing test data, enhancing test cases, executing test cases, and storing test results. Next, last module in this training program, project. Project information theory, overview theory, stakeholders of the project theory, interfaces of the project, admin interface, user interface, features to be tested in admin interface, features to be tested in user interface, derive sanity test scenarios for admin and user interfaces, derive comprehensive. Comprehensive means all possible test cases for admin interface as well as user interface of the application. All these are theory. Next, last one, important one, automating manual test cases using Selenium WebDriver, Java, and TestNG testing framework. Last one, Selenium online training guidelines. We use Zoho meeting application in our online training to share desktop and audio during the training. Next, after the class, you can get the recorded session as well as class notes. Thank you.